Well, Cub Cadet, CC760, big letters, ES, little letters. Nice walk behind, 420cc Cub motor. I actually like this motor. It's one of my favorites. 33 wide cut. There's a lot of other videos on it, a lot of repairs we've done on it. It's been a mess. It was kind of bought like that. This machine, right now, we're going to work on belts. We're gonna realign the cog belt, and we're going to put in some decent used blades. You got a cog belt. That's a belt, and we'll get in tight. That's any belt with the cuts in it, not serpentine, but the cuts, not lengthwise, but crosswise. That's a cogged belt. That's a timed belt. That means that those belts, like a timing belt on a car, as opposed to a timing chain. It's kind of like a chain in a way with the sprocketing. It's just a belt version of it. Think of it like that. So that's to align the blades. So what we want is almost any one of these machines, whether it's a Time Master or any machine that you go underneath, and in most of the Cubs, even the tractors, they have this. You got a blade here, right, going this way, and then you want the other blade 90 degrees. Like that. All right, so we'll get a closer look. Now, I saw him when he dropped it off. He was talking about just tried to put the belt back on, and he had an issue with it. And I told him this, like he was just going to put the belt, the belt back on, and then what come what may. He may have done that. That might have been what damaged the blades even worse, because they'll slam into one another. Let's take a closer look. I'll get you in tight in a minute. Let me see, can I cheat? I don't remember how I did this. I don't feel like looking at my video. Can I just pull this out? Yeah, let's pull that out of the way. All right, that's the spring for the idler. Now, I'll show you when I get in here, but we got as per 90 degrees, and the manual just happens to show the mark this way here and the mark this way here, right? So let's see if we can hold it. So we got our belt on there, and that should stay because it's got a brake on it. Right, so everything is relaxed, handles are up, and that one's got a brake on it. Now, can we have enough? Oh, I got poked by something. Ooh, that pulley's got some nasties on it. Can I get this on this way? Even with that spring released? I might be able to. So, let's see. If I engage the first cog, I'm coming from this side. If I engage that, I see I've kind of engaged the pulley. And unfortunately, when you release it, I think when I did this, it was on the table. When you go to, once it gets on, it might index off a little bit. So we're going to come back one notch. And let's see. So that kind of comes on. And then let's rotate it, if I can. That's still in the way. Yeah, this guy's got some nasties on it. Let me get that all home. Let me just throw this out. You can always take it back off and do it again if you're not happy with the result. So give it as much slack as possible. Now, if I had a blade on it, I would be able to pull the blade. Try to push it down. All right, that's on. So let's see, where did it go? Where did it wind up? So it wound up this facing to the front. And let me show you. Before I apply this guy. Now, am I going to be able to get that on? It might be a little tight. Might be a little difficult. Well, let's see if we can get the spring on now. Now the other thing too is there is a stop here, so I loosened up the stop so we can get a little bit more out of it. Now I pulled the handle back, so I think I'm going to release the handle. Let me see. Kind of get it to where it's supposed to be. All right, the cogs are lined up. And if I loosen this adjuster bolt here, it's a stop. I might be able to get enough room on that belt. Let's see if I can get in here. Yeah. I cleaned it up last time. And I think we can get some... I'm going to turn this in and try to loosen it up. See, it's not cooperating. Yeah, I got it. Got some lube on it. Now I can pull it back more, see? But what we'll do is we'll leave it on and then we'll just pull this forward. Okay. Maybe that's what we'll do. Now I can put this spring on. And now we're going to bring it back. And I'm going to put that nut back on because we'll just abort that part of the mission. And let's see if we can get this on there. I just texted him. I wanted to see if he replaced this belt because they had a wrong belt on when he got it. So I'm a little concerned about that. What I did was, and it didn't look all that hard, I used this guy and I just kind of pulled it around and worked it in. And I think that's what we're going to get, see? Yeah, see how much easier that is? So that seems right. All right, so mark here. I think it's like one, not even a cog off. It can be a little off, fellas. That's why they want 90. They want the 90 so you're as far apart as possible because these tips of these blades overlap so you don't get that stripe running down the middle of your lawn. It's not a bad design. This is a homeowner's design. Oh, that's starting to break. And I told them this shit would happen. I'm not worried about that though. That's more of a guide. All right, let me get you in tight. Yeah, it looks good. So we got a mark here. It's actually down there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's down there, but I just transferred it up here. Now don't go by that because this pulley can spin if you loosen this up. I found that mark down there and I just transferred it just so I can see it. And then here we are over here, right? So yeah, so just to get that spring on, it'd been easier. Now what I want to do now is I want to come back and here's our adjuster here. Yeah, let me see if I can get you in. Hold on. We just want to make sure it sort of stops. We can have a little bit of play, just a scotch right in that area there. And then tighten up the jam nut, right? There's a jam nut there and there's a jam nut on the other side. So just a little bit of play so that as she comes back this way, because she's going to vibrate a little bit, it's got to stop. So it can't get too loose. You need to have a little bit of room there to work. So this way it's just riding more on this. Because there will be some undulations, vibrations. Nothing's perfect, especially not in this thing. Right? You can kind of see it. You got to have some room there, right? Because she's going to wobble, right? Because she's going to come back this way. Let me zoom you out. So the spring is pushing it this way, making it tighter, right? Which increases that space. But when any vibration or whatever tries to kick it back this way, you don't want it to go too far. But if you lock it in, it doesn't have the ability to move. It's going to move a little bit, and you'll probably see it when we're running it. It's going to move a little bit, right? You got to give it some give, but not too far, and you can always adjust that a little bit more if you're having any issues. But that's about where I had it before, and you don't want it to come back too far either because you'll pop a belt. Now, as you can see, the deck got defouled the end of last year. So it's all clean. I like to make sure that this mounting area is clean. So get out your wire wheel, whatever. And I do like to put a little bit of grease around this. It protects it from rotting the blade on and damaging the end of your spindle. Just, any cheap grease. And just a little bit on the thread. I know sometimes it's hard to get up underneath there, or you're working on some of these decks and you got to crawl underneath, but this one's pretty easy. I got it safety. We want to follow the pattern that we have up top. So this blade should go like this, following the white and the wing towards the deck. So let's see. Yeah, that's good. And make sure it's engaged right. Yeah, make sure that's going on there good. Again, so there's no debris, it's not all rusted. If you have a lot of crust in the cleats, you know, because these blades have like engagements to the tabs that are on the spindle, you want all that clean. And so it also so it can rest flat, like I said. And that's it. All right, so you can see it's phased. If it's a little bit off, don't worry about it. It's 90 degrees so that, you know, you don't have any problems, see? No way that these blades are ever going to hit. And that's really the idea. All right, and actually this one's phased like exact, like to the tooth. But like I said, if it's a little bit off, no big deal. All right, let's pull it down. Let's get it down. We have some stuff to do. He doesn't use it a lot. He hasn't been using it a lot. It's more of a finish mower, and it has a somebody welded all this crap over here, which again is in one of my videos, which broke this bar and screwed up a lot of stuff for a grass catcher that's just too heavy. It was never designed for it, and that's another reason why he wants to sell it. But it does a nice job. It's just it's not built for that. All right, let's give it a start up, let it warm a little bit, and we're going to run those blades and see what happens. Yeah, she's running good. Oh yeah, she's running good. She didn't blow any smoke either this time. Yeah, she's all tuned up. She's basically ready to go.